In episode 1's first exchange, we featured the highly touted Raufeon Stots ahead his title bout with the then two-division champion Rob Emerson. Raufeon walked away from the title bout virtually unscathed and winning by unanimous decision. He is now the UFC's most hopeful new prospect and new VFC Bantamweight champion, Raufeon Stots. What's up, man? Welcome back.
What's up, man? Once again with the introduction, man. I'm ready to go. Wish I had another fight lined up right now, man. I'm ready
He's
to go.
ready. Let's go. What's up, man? So how you feeling today?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. Feeling awesome. You know, it's a good thing when you can come out of the fight, you know, kind of unscathed. So it's good. I mean, I'm feel good, man.
Enjoying the fruits of your labor today, right?
Exactly. Feel like all the hard work, you know, paying off. You know, it's a wonderful thing. It's a blessing. You know, it's funny. I went to I had to fight. It was in the Baxter Arena in Omaha, and then so we just went to church in the same arena, and the pastor mentioned the fight, so it was like
that's crazy.
Real, man. It was cool.
That is crazy. That's hometown love, man.
Yeah.
That is nuts.
Yeah.
So did everything go according to plan on Friday night?
Yeah, man. It went pretty much like I said. You know, I wanted to put him to sleep, man, but he kept taking his shots, man. I feel like, man, I was laying some leather. Like I said, I was putting left to the chin, you know, and when he stepped in, I said, if you disrespect my takedown, I'm gonna take you down, you know. So, I also definitely learned a lot, you know, learned a lot about myself as a fighter, and learned, you know, a lot about fighting an opponent. Like I said in my fight, I'm only been fighting professionally for 2 years now, so you know there's gonna be a lot of stuff I need to learn as I go. But you know, I dominated another UFC veteran, you know, so it was good. Good night,
man. You had talked in the last interview about you working on those improvements inside the pocket, and you're right. It did show. You landed some awesome strikes throughout the entire fight, and then you used those strikes, like you had said, to land some good takedowns yourself. And Rob, he's not a slouch, you know. He's 7-fight UFC vet. He was the two-division champ. Do you feel like this was the fight that propels you into the UFC?
You know, I feel like it is, you know, and like you said, he's a UFC vet with a lot of experience, and he's known as a knockout artist, you know. That's his thing. He's coming in there to knock you out. And I wanted to show that, you know, I stayed on my feet in the pocket. I backed him down on the whole fight, like waiting on him, you know, to hit me. Like I'm ready for it, and and that fight, you know, showed that to the world. Hopefully, you know, it increased my confidence in myself and just proved all the things that, you know, that I'm saying. The better you put an opponent, or the better the opponent in front of me, you know, the better I kind of shine. So yeah.
So I saw you were at UFC Fight Night sitting next to the champ, Woodley, and Dana White, man. Tell me about that.
Man, so it's probably the craziest story, man. I'm going to give you the short version. So short version, VFC hooked me up with tickets, awesome tickets, row 3, section 8. You know, like right up where fighters walk out, and so we get there. We show up a little late, you know, because it was 2 hours away from Omaha, so we were tired already, and we didn't know if we wanted to really make it. So we went out there. So we're out there watching the fight. Tyron Woodley actually was at the fight. He seen us in the crowd, and I couldn't text him because my phone didn't work, so I texted him from somebody else's phone, and he came over, you know, waved us down, and then actually had him and Dana White, like me and my wife Michaela, they like had us hop over the barricade down to the floor, you know, to where the fighters were, and then we went and we sat in the floor seats. So they upgraded us to like the floor seats, and there weren't enough seats, so Dana White had me and Dana White sat side by side watching, you know, the last 3 fights of the UFC. Demetrius Wilson, one of the greatest of all time.
Wow.
You know? So I'm sitting there, you know, just chilling, you know, with Tyron, freaking Dana. It was awesome. It was an awesome night. And then I got to go backstage and hang out with the guys, get to see what, you know, the champ was doing and stuff. It it was, man, it was awesome. It was so awesome, man.
What did your wife think about all that?
I think we both were we were kind of we were in awe, like we were geek, but we were both like, man, try to be a little cool, like, like kind of act like
don't fanboy fangirl out right now.
Yeah, we was faking it, but it was awesome. It was so awesome.
Man, that is awesome. So did you and Dana do a lot of talking then?
You know, we did some talking, man, and so I got to talk to my coaches and some coaches in my management team, you know, so I don't, like, nothing set, of course, but at the very least, he's interested, and that was, you know, that's kind of mind-blowing in itself. Like, he's like, man, before we sat down, I was like, man, Raufeon, man, heard a lot about you, think you're an awesome, like, you know, talking me up, like, hey, we gotta talk, and actually, like, Dana White put his number in my phone, text me, so now I got, like, Dana White's number, like, my mind's still kind of blown over the situation, but yeah, so
it's happening. This is everything you worked for, right?
Like, man, it's real. Like, all these hours I done spent, then it's becoming reality. But I gotta also remember, you know, this is what I'm here for. You know, my goal is not just to get to the UFC. You know, I want to be the champ. I want to be, you know, and it was kind of awesome to watch Demetrius Wilson, because I mean, that's what you want to shoot for, not just to be the champ. I mean, I want to, you know, break even goals of that. I want to be the, you know, the most winningest, or, you know, breaking records, you know, stuff like that. So it was, you know, it was definitely eye-opening, mind-blowing. It was pretty cool.
So the goal is to be the GOAT, the greatest of all time.
Yeah, the greatest of all time. Exactly. And then it's like once you set a goal and you pass that goal, you know, the only way to keep getting better and bettering yourself is to set new goals. You know, when you're a baby, you know, I mean, maybe not a goal, but you know, you learn to crawl. Okay, you can crawl. You got that down. You got to set never goals, or else nobody wants to see a bunch of human or adults crawling around. You know, so we gotta walk. We gotta progress. We gotta, you know, set new goals, set new things to aspire for. So yeah, I'm eventually, you know, that's, you know, I have short-term goals, but long-term goal is definitely to be one of the greats, man.
So do you think that the UFC is definitely next, or are you possibly going to defend your title before and maybe just wait it out until you hear from Dana?
You know, I think the UFC is definitely next, but we just gotta kind of figure out if I'm gonna fight, or if they'll have something for me before, because I want to fight as soon as possible. You know, I'm fighting wherever I can. You know, if it's VFC, you know, that'd be awesome. If it's defending my title, it's been awesome. But I'm kind of ready to just fight. You know, I just want to get in there. You know, get this experience. You know, learn new tricks and use them right away. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm kind of like, I want to just prove even more so and that's how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm ready. I feel like I'm ready to fight anybody in the world, and I'm willing to prove it. I don't want to. There's no reason to me sitting around. I feel like I'm better than anybody. You know, why not fight? Why not? So,
I mean, if you're having fights like you just had Friday night, where you're coming out, like we said, virtually unscathed, why not continue to stay current, right?
Exactly. Let's ride this wave. Let's keep it going.
So you're starting to build a big fan base now, man. How can they keep up with you before your next fight?
Man, you can always catch me on Twitter, Instagram. You know, Raufeon or Raufeon Stots, one word. That's Raufeon Stots. And then I've been doing a lot of Snapchatting. You can catch me on Snapchat or Raufeon05. And, you know, I have a Facebook page, but my Facebook page is kind of, as friend request is kind of getting kind of to the limit. So I started a fan page, so you can like my fan page, and I put pretty much the same content on there. I just can't have as many, you know, friends on Facebook. So yeah. Are
you pretty active on the social network stuff?
Yeah, you know, I try to stay. I'm posting a lot of you know, most of my stuff is pretty silly, you know, unless I got a fight coming up and I'm, you know, doing some promoting. But Yeah, I'm pretty active on social media. I hope everybody enjoys my just shenanigans, and I have fun, and I'm like I said before, I'm just out here being me, and hoping people enjoy it.
Hey man, thank you for stopping by, Raufeon. I just want to have you back. Like I said, you're building a big fan base. People want to hear from you. Congratulations on your first title, man. We look forward to seeing you again, champ.
Yes, sir. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Awesome, man.
Absolutely, bro. Look forward to seeing you again.
You too, brother. He did what?
When Conor McGregor was in the Ferrari with Dana White.
Oh,
and he's,
for real?
Yeah, he's like doing the same thing you were doing at UFC Fight Night. You're like, look who I'm with, Dana White. Dana White. She goes, man, that reminds me of Conor. So
that's what's up, man.
that's kind of cool, right?
Person to be like, yeah.
Yeah, right.
That's not a bad person.